Hi Google Rockstars, Karl here from 5-Star Reviews, and in this month's YouTube video what we're talking about is the secrets to customer service. Now, I sometimes think about this as almost like the chicken and the egg story. So it's often a debate, what comes first? Are we focusing on lead gen or is it on our customer experience? And when you think about it, it's really kind of like almost like an omelet, really. If you don't get all of this stuff ready and you don't get it right, it's going to be a shambled mess. So having lots of clients coming to you through lead gen, if the customer journey experience is a little bit funky, is actually going to cause more problems than it fixes. Okay, so we need to make sure, from my mind, really focus on the customer journey experience as being one of those essential ingredients that really makes the whole lead gen side of things appear a lot more efficient. Now, think about walking on eggshells. Like sometimes as business owners, we actually need to take that hat off. We need to stop thinking about ourselves and our businesses as the business owner. We need to walk a mile in our client's shoes. How many times have you walked into a premises and looked across and seen the paint chipping off the wall, or maybe tiles that are chipped on the floor, or menus that are just looking really old? And sometimes we just get so caught up in the day-to-day running that we forget to look at these little things that can sometimes make all the difference. Now, I know we say that you should never judge a book by its cover, but we all do, don't we? How many times have you done it just, even just slightly? So we need to make sure that if we're really optimizing for that amazing client experience, that we look at all aspects, not just the way our people are, not just the way our product or service is delivered, but also the visual impact of what that looks like when a client's going through it for the very first time. So the yoke, sometimes I think about this like kind of surprise and delight elements. Now, what is a surprise and delight? A surprise and delight is something that really just almost takes your client's breath away, where they weren't expecting it, but it's a really wonderful surprise. Now, you want to make sure that you're not surprising your client and not delighting. You need to get the two things together all at the same time. So a surprise and delight element in your customer journey experience can make all the difference, particularly when it comes to getting that elusive Google review that we're going to talk about in a little while. The surprise and delight, the best thing is, and they've often found this in studies with people that are in pokie machines, the things that keeps people addicted to those pokie machines is this, unexpected delight. We don't know when it's going to happen, but when it happens, it's like, oh my God, that was amazing. And I absolutely love it. So if you can incorporate that into your client journey experience, not only are you going to have a customer for life, not only are you going to have heaps more word of mouth referrals that come your way, but you're also going to get, and it makes it much easier to get that amazing Google review at the end. So the good egg. Now, when we're talking about the experience, we need to know when is the optimum time to not only ask for a review, but we need to make sure that experience in the client journey is consistent every single time. There's no point if it's amazing one time when the client comes in, and then the next time it's kind of like, it's okay. And then the last time it's like, ugh, that's terrible. So we need to make sure that it's a 10 out of 10 experience every single time the client comes to us. That way they feel like they've got the trust and the peace of mind to know that if they're going to put their name to a review and they're recommending your business to somebody else, that person's going to get the exact same experience that you just got. Okay, so that's what's really important here, is the consistency in the client experience helps build that trust, so that we make sure that when we ask for that Google review, we get that Google review. Now, when we talk about the golden egg, and you think about this as the golden goose that laid the golden egg, asking for that Google review is so important. And all too often with some of the business coaches and the business entrepreneurs that I work with, they do all this amazing stuff on the front end. They've done all the work in the marketing. They've done all the work in attracting the client. The client comes in and they do this amazing thing for the client. And then at the very end, they just simply forget to ask for that Google review. And in a study that they found was that 86% of people would leave a Google review for you if you simply just ask for one. So just make sure that when you're out there, ask for as many Google reviews as you can. Obviously, you want to choose the right time when the client is at their happiest. But if you do that and you start to build these client testimonials and turn them into SEO-powered Google reviews, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months from now, when you look at your Google business profile, it's going to look completely different to the way it does today. You'll have a reputation, in the marketplace that's significantly stronger than what it is today.